at a restaurant that's most inappropriately named. It's called Next, but it should be called Again, because once you go there, you're going to want to come back again and again and again. So let's go inside and meet the crew. Usually I'm closer to go in the door. We thought we'd have somebody more outrageous on the show than me, so we've invited this gentleman. What's your name again?
Blackie.
Oh, want to just call you by your last name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I mean, it kind of sounds like a dog's name, and I really started to get worked up when I was younger about it. But I don't know, something about Ottawa, everybody just calls me that, so I'm fine with it now. It's like Blackie.
I don't know if this is a psychology show, but maybe it should be from here on out. Should we do that?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
It's going to be a dark episode. Blackie, there you go. If you are coming to Stittsville, Canada area to eat, this is the place to go. Why?
Destination dining. I mean, I came to Ottawa in 2003. I opened up Brook Street, Perspectives. Everybody thought it was going to be a white elephant. It wasn't going to work. And we made a restaurant and a hotel. So it was just a natural fit for me. I'm a West End boy. Everywhere I've traveled in my life, I've always been a West End boy. This building was here for 4 years before me. Didn't really take off. I came in, and when I came into this place, I found out that Stittsville actually has the highest income per capita of all of Canada. Right. But here's a goofy thing. The guests that I meet in the restaurant, they're from all over the place. Really? Orleans, Arnprior, Carleton Place, Gatineau, people come from everywhere. And it just goes to prove the old theory. You don't have to be downtown to do great food and showcase it to the city. You do great food, people will travel, and that's what's going on right here, right now.
Right, and it's easy to get here as well. I mean, there's lots of parking. You don't have to worry about that either.
You pretend you're going to a Senators game.
There you go. Oh, when it's the summer. Oh, maybe even late spring sometimes. So when people are coming here, what kind of food can they expect from you? Because I know you just mentioned that you've traveled all over the world. Is there a little bit of everything, or is this just your style? Is this signature you?
It's obviously always signature me. I'm big. I have big shoes that I like to fill, and I really like to present the food. Yeah, it's only a size 12. And I really just like to present the best of what I've done over the last 30 years of my career. So the dishes really reflect that in terms of the concept. The concept wasn't copying anything that's out there, because you can't really copy anything. Everything's been done.
Right.
But sharing was why this room worked. We'll see the room in a minute. It's 13-foot high ceilings. Okay. There's nothing romantic about it. It's going to be a loud dining room. There'll be 120 people there on Saturday. It's going to be loud. The kitchen's open concept. So sharing really where. Did I say that?
Wears well.
Wear it well.
Sure.
Wear it well. Just
We're back
make
to
sure
the
you wipe it
psychology
off.
thing.
Back on the psychology.
Okay. Actually, let's take a quick look at the room before we step into the kitchen. So this room itself is, I mean, it's a beautiful room. You said you had the nice high ceilings. So you got the beautiful accents that go with it and everything.
Echo.
Yeah. Hello.
It's going to be loud when you're in here.
All right. So the open concept and everything that you just talked about, is that on purpose, or was that the way this place was designed? Did it really speak to you when you got here?
This room actually had no furniture in it. This was a banquet facility originally. And when I walked into the room, I basically looked at my partner, said, give me the keys and leave me alone. And I just sat here for 2 hours trying to figure out what kind of food would work in here. Of course, Blackie's chicken, of course, Tom Kagai, all my little signature dishes that I've been doing in this city for years are going to work, but it was more, how am I going to transition the food to the table with a loud open concept kitchen? You can hear the fan running in the background, and make it fun and entertaining. No tablecloths, simple layout, got the IKEA plates down, and we just rock it out, and people are fine with it. I mean, this room, you see those striped windows at the back?
Yeah.
That's a 3-season room.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't ask for that come after November. It ain't happening, right? But summertime, patio windows in there, gorgeous spot. So you got about 112 seats, including the bar area over here. And the people sit down and the dishes come. I love when I see a couple who are like 65 plus and they sit down and I come over to the table. I'm very engaging in terms of meeting my guests. Come over to the table and I talk to them and I'm like, so how was dinner? How was everything? And I hear this time and time again. It's like, Chef Blackie, this is the first time I've shared everything with my wife. I'm like, how did that work for you? And he's like, this is awesome.
No fighting?
No fighting, no squabbling, maybe a little bit on the last piece of green papaya salad, but it's just, it's exposing people to really, I don't try to experiment with guests. We're providing them with dishes that work so darn well.
Right. Okay, so you can obviously tell he's got a bit of a passion for food and the place that he runs. So we're going to step into the kitchen, and what are we making today real quick? Real three.
We're going to do 3, yeah.
Okay,
we're going to do 3 bad boys. We're going to do our tuna pizza.
All right.
Love tuna
Okay.
pizza, right? Little crudo action going on there. We're going to do the pork and 36-hour pork with sea scallops. And I believe we're going to do the short eye, which is a play on words. People are like, I can't understand your words, Blackie. I don't understand your menus. I'm like, sorry, I've been doing it for 30 years. I want to have fun. Short eye, short rib, and rib eye.
Oh, there you go. All right, so that's coming up here on Ottawa Eats with a dash of personality and big shoes, apparently.
Yeah, cloggers.
Yeah, they're nice. All right, we've taken the man with tons of personality and squeezed him into a kitchen. I think it'll work for the most part, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you look delightful. You look lovely today.
Thank you. Well,
Yeah.
you're a little skinny, so I might have to say behind, or you might have to say behind. You know that rule, right?
Oh, really? No.
Yeah, behind.
No. What's? Oh,
Well, if you don't say it, I'm probably going to knife you or knock the wind out of you.
Okay.
Something's going to go down.
all right.
So
The threat of physical violence. I'm ready. This is a great show so far, and there's a lot of rules that you've brought me up on, and
Yes.
we'll mention some of those.
Yes.
But yeah, number
Yeah.
13 is
13's classic, isn't it?
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
off the line.
yeah.
Just get off the line.
Okay.
It's
All right.
much better. Well, it's an open concept kitchen,
Yeah.
right? You can't be throwing negativity out.
No.
But if you say 13, everybody just has no clue what we're talking
And
about.
somebody walks out disappointed, which
Yeah.
is in there too.
Yeah, that's 12.
Yeah, you're such a disappointment. Good
Yeah.
rules here. All right, I love how you treat the staff. It's awesome. You got a couple of the guys in the background here. It's not just Peanut Gallery.
David Godso,
Yeah, and
Matt Hall.
all right. So these are some of the people that work here with you for some reason.
This is the bronze. This is the machine.
Oh.
I mean, I'm pretty much office dad. I come upstairs and I run out during service. I'm with my guests. We develop the plates together. The dish we want to show you today is a dish that started a couple of developments, right, Matt, from the original? We're really happy with it now. What's that?
Started off on the plate, moved to the slate.
All right. There you go.
Plate to a slate.
Plate to
so
slate.
Lowe's discount corner section. It's just a slate. Soak it in vegetable oil for 2 weeks. Becomes extremely non-brittle. Because slate is very brittle, right? And this bad boy, I mean, we've had these. You can't destroy these now. So
Wow.
little slate down. And then we have mayonnaise. Who doesn't like mayonnaise?
Love mayo. I would
Yeah.
bathe in it. Actually, I have.
So wasabi mayonnaise. Togarashi mayonnaise. There we go. So this is a real simple technique. Looks pretty gross right now, right? Let's make it look sexy. Let's take your knife, slide it back, and look at all that mayonnaise. Now what are we gonna put with that mayonnaise? Matt, you got me a crispy? Oh.
Pile on.
So these are the these are the elements. This is basically a jasmine rice cake done with mirin, rolled in panko crispy breadcrumbs, pickled daikon, done with turmeric, arugula and lemon dressing, and then over here we got some good old tuna. Good old tuna from Ottawa. Dave, can you slice that bad boy up for me?
Absolutely.
So
And yeah,
you talked about coming up with this idea. Where did it originate? I know that you guys said you kind of come up with this stuff as a collective, but is it you that you see something at the market and you're going, that'd be great to work with that
honestly,
ingredient? Or is
most
it just,
of the food that we've done here is about good mucka that we eat late at night.
okay.
I go to a Japanese restaurant, I always order a tuna pizza. But most places I go to, it kind of sucks. So we talk about it, about what we like. And we like a thick puck with the rice cake down, crispy fried. This togarashi mayonnaise dollop down on top to just lubricate it up a little bit more.
Now, if people don't know, what is togarashi? What is that?
Okay, think of Paul Prudhomme spice mix.
Right.
It's just got about 100 years on Paul Prudhomme.
Okay.
It's a spice mix.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
I like-
everyone knows what that is.
Well, they all know what Paul Prudhomme is, eh? Now you walk in the store and you're like, where's the Montreal steak spice? I need that. So beautiful color here on the pickled daikon, and it's kind of translucent. You can kind of see through it.
Is that good for getting the bags from underneath your eyes too?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
But if you have celluloid damage, you could certainly use this.
I do.
You do. Come here, let me just...
On the neck there. Yeah.
All right. So you got that beautiful color down, and then look at this gorgeous tuna. Just a quick sear on it. A little salt, little pepper. Drop those 4 bad boys down on top of it, and then just basically we need to give it further lubrication. So a little bit of Lebanese olive oil down on top. Who doesn't love some good old kosher salt down on top?
Auto
Yeah, no, screw the Ottawa garnish. We're not doing
What? No
that.
Ottawa garnish? Why?
No, do you want to do Ottawa garnish? Like, you remember like in the 80s and 90s, it was paprika and chopped parsley on the rims. Any trendy restaurant out there, you want to be trendy? Put this stuff down. Hey, I'm trendy, look at me.
Hey, like breakfast, lunch,
Right?
dinner.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, put radishes down, and people are like, wow, that's awesome. So,
There you go.
yeah, and I think there's one thing we do also, we may as well show the full Next experience. For those who want it really spicy, that's it. So that can be for a table of 4. There's a
That's
nice
beautiful.
bite for each person, or if you're a total tuna hog, take it for yourself.
Tuna hog. That's the first time I heard that today.
Tuna
Number
hog.
22.
Whoa, 3D action here, ladies and gentlemen.
Make sure you come back for plate number 2 on Ottawa Eats because it's probably going to get a little stranger. Just a little bit. Do you ever feel like you're in a zoo and you're the only one that's not an animal?
Only if I'm a camel.
Ah. How many humps do you have?
At least one.
Oh, excellent. Otherwise, you'd be a horse, I think. Okay, what's dish number 2? What are we working on here?
This is actually David Godsow's creation. This came out in our Valentine's menu last year. 36-hour sous vide pork belly and with seared scallops. I love scallops. I've done so many versions of them. I completely destroyed it with chorizo at the NEC for like 4 years, and people went gaga for it. And we needed to kind of change up the dish. You know, having a great team and having great guys backing you, you got to give them their freedom, right? So he put this dish together. We got pickled, house pickled walnuts. We've got just the cauliflower, right? Roasted cauliflower, and we've got 3 scallops down. It's a real simple plate.
Right.
It's not a deconstructed plate. It's just blending of flavors that work together really, really well. And it's
Now,
I'm babbling about how good it is.
yeah, but you mentioned that you got bored of the plate and you had to kind of reinvent it a little bit. Do you get bored of making the same thing over and over again?
No, I don't get bored of making it over again. I get bored of coming up with ideas to reinvent the verbiage.
That's
It's
where
the
these
verbiage.
guys- these
Well,
guys
yeah,
come.
like, you know, it's amazing what a beer and a Jaeger shot will do in the office at 11 o'clock at night when we're redeveloping a menu.
Yeah, at night,
And
sure.
you just chew ideas out. There's some things that just never end up in front of the public eyes because we just get carried away. Good sleep, wake up the next day, have a look at what we wrote, and like, yeah, let's just knock that word and that word out, we're good to go.
We shouldn't have added all that. Yeah, maybe we'll put in less booze in this plate, right? Do you ever do that?
Well, we've always talked about, like, wouldn't it be great to have a restaurant called Profanity? That's the name, Profanity.
Do you want to trademark that now?
I'm traded it, it's done.
Okay.
But
All right.
unfortunately, you also have to realize that you're catering to a lot of different style of people.
Right.
Right? We get people come in and they've heard about Next and they sit down and they're like, I don't want to do the sharing. Fine, don't do the sharing. Order what you like.
Yeah.
Menus are meant to be broken.
Right. I like that. That should be almost like your tagline.
You break it.
Yeah. So what's he doing here right now for people that don't know what's going on?
So he's basting the scallops, and you can see that fat. It actually is cooking the surface. So you see the golden color, natural sugars coming out of the scallops.
Yeah.
Lovely rare inside. I mean, look at them. They're almost bursting.
And that's a ninja tactic. They don't teach you that.
Yes,
Oh.
with the tongs.
Yeah,
Yeah. Normally
right.
you would use a spoon, but
But well,
it's all good.
Yeah.
Like that Bill Noisette, you can smell that in the old smellorama. So,
Yeah.
and then you've got the 2 pieces of the sous vide pork belly on the side. So you can see it's all nice and crispy. You did a sugar cure with salt.
Yeah, salt, sugar, juniper berry, cure overnight, and then 36 hours in a vacuum bag, 62 degrees, just maple syrup and apple juice. And then what you get is this left over.
Look at this.
Which is the jelly.
Okay.
So that's
Thrown
a,
into the pan.
so that's a gelatin from the actual, because it's this very slow cooking process, you get natural jelly come out of the pork belly. Look at that.
Wow.
This will
What
be
a
our
difference.
little sauce.
It's a beautiful color
You
too.
put
Now
that
we can-
put that with a cup of coffee, you're off to the races. All right, so let's plate up.
Okay.
Matt, which plate do you want to put this on today?
Let's do the oval today.
Thanks, Matt. You know that's beneath me.
Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. I'd like to request line number 15 somewhere in the
15.
Yeah.
Listen to me and let me be your brain. Well, that's very appropriate for you right now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah.
Okay. So, good old oval plate. We got the cauliflower. Yeah, please. Absolutely. Take my job away from
May
me.
I speak?
Make me feel useless.
Is there a lot of hitting that happens here? You're allowed. This is a safe place. You're allowed to tell
This
us.
is a safe place.
Yeah.
And you know what? We We don't hit each other.
Oh.
No, sarcasm is huge.
Oh yeah?
You gotta be.
You can't take anything personally.
You can't.
Oh.
You can't.
I take everything personally.
Really?
No.
It's not gonna work out so well.
We talked about sarcasm a little while ago.
Yes. So here's these awesome. Now it's garnish wars. So these are these pickled walnuts. So just balsamic, vinegar, and let them sit out, and a little bit of kikap manis for sweetness. Okay, I killed it, didn't I? I did too much. Yeah. And then that dirty sauce. I mean, look at that. And you know what I love about cooking today? When I was a young apprentice, a Swiss German or a French Alsatian would hammer me. He'd be like, "This sauce is split, Blackie. You're useless." Now it's like, oh yeah, it's split. I love it. It's dirty. You want that, you know? And then, you know, part of the dirty dozen, we're just going to take some of this good old deep fried kale. It's funny, you know, speaking of social media, we had a client comment on social media about the next day I was feeling a little bloated. I felt like I had way too much fried food. I don't know, when you go to a restaurant, like, do you own a deep fryer at home?
2.
Wow.
No.
Really? That's amazing. I don't know how you did that, man. Most people don't have a deep fryer at home, and when you hook up a deep fryer, it's a lot of work, right? Like, French fries are popular because someone has a deep fryer in a truck somewhere, and they're cooking fries. So when you come to a restaurant, you obviously want to have deep fried action. I mean, look at this dirty stuff here with the color and action. And then, I don't know, where do we want to go with that?
Pickled shallots.
Pickled shallots. Look at these shallots. So these are just stained in beet juice, the pickle solution. Just fan them out. Oh, that looks so 1983. There's a couple of cherry tomatoes.
I feel like I should be wearing a fluorescent ski suit right now.
No radishes. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. And then just, you know, more oil so that you've really got that impression that something came from the oil factory.
Yeah.
And there we go. I mean, there's our. I mean, look at this. This 4 people. You know, one of our big sellers, like tomorrow night and Saturday night, will do anywhere from 90 to 110. Where it ends. Out of that, 80% of the people are going to take our blind tasting menu. So you get 8 courses. You're going to get 7 versions of this.
Right.
With a bread course. We do them in 4 waves. At the end, we finish it off with a big skanky, badass wooden board. Home Depot. If you ever see me at Home Depot, you know what I'm doing.
No, yeah, getting
I'm buying
cooking
plates.
supplies, yeah.
We put 6 desserts on this, and this gets dropped between 4 people.
Wow.
People are like, shut the door when this comes. They're like, please, like, wow.
So this place would be the equivalent of choose your own adventure, but with food.
Choose your own adventure, but on a blind format.
All right, so we've got 2 down, 3rd one to go, and if it's anything like the first 2, you're in for a treat here on Ottawa Eats. There has been much going on behind the scenes while you were away. There were massages given, some taken. We won't say for who, but everybody's pretty relaxed now, right?
Pretty comatose.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Should we have a nap?
Let's do it.
Yeah, they look pretty relaxed. All right, what's number 3? This is something that has your unique name that people don't understand, right?
Beef short eye with a happy face with a little wink on it. That's how we actually have it put on there. Really? It's a play on words. Okay. So it's short rib, beef short rib, and rib eye.
Okay.
So combination of the 2 elements on the dish. People can never make their minds up on it. So we decided to put one plate with 2 elements together on it. It comes with some mashed potatoes, a little demi-glace reduction. This is one of Matt's dishes that he came up with for our menu. So we make it really simple. We have a lovely plate for presentation. Ooh. It's the nice glass plate from Bally.
Oh, I thought I was going to say it's from Home Depot as well, and you made this
No,
too.
this is Bally.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if you... I make glass in my spare time. No?
Actually, when I was in Bali, I saw them make these. They just have guys cutting sheets, then they have an oven, and it's a metal template, and they basically heat the glass, and it forms right into the mold.
I thought it was handcrafted.
No.
Funny. Okay.
Asia, man. Making it for everybody.
Where's the disappointment? Such a disappointment.
Number 12.
No, where's the one? Stop, turn around, have a nice day. Where is that one? Yeah. Oh, number 5. Stop, turn around, have a nice day.
Okay. Proud of you, buddy.
You know when you get people in your face, you're like, I'm like, stop, turn around, have a lovely day.
Okay. That happens to me a lot, actually.
Chef, let's go.
One number 12, the disappointment.
Okay, so what we got going in here?
So some brown butter caper mash.
Nice.
Pretty simple stuff. You've got gold potatoes, capers, brown butter.
Real simple, right?
Yeah.
So, and then we got the beef coming up.
Beef too. We're bringing out the sword to slice her up.
The sword. The saber. Look at this knife. Look at this knife.
Oh, wow. I like how you give it that sound effect as well. That's
Oh, you
nice.
got to get the sound effect
Yeah.
going on there. So, wow, I could cut my neck with this.
We could, but that's a different show.
Here, let's try another knife.
Yeah.
That one needs to get sharpened up. Looks
Beautiful.
good. And you know, there's 4 people at the table, right? Let's change it up like that. It's all about the presentation.
It's like you've said that before.
Yeah. Well, you
Where's
gotta
the
make it
list
look
of cliches,
sexy.
by the way? Where's that? Is there
What's
a list
that?
of cliches? Is
Not
there
yet.
one?
Not
No?
yet. No,
Okay.
we're working on that one.
All right.
So miso butter down. Now he's gonna hit it up with some of the sauce reduction.
Sauce balls.
Beautiful. Wow.
Sauce on it.
Awesome. And then we're gonna little chopped pistachio for some color on the side here. Lime cheek. Do you remember Barbie Barnes in Montreal? Back in the day.
No.
Where'd you grow up? Ottawa?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I grew up in Montreal. So Barbie Barnes, you'd go there. They'd sell you the quarter hog, the half hog, the whole hog. No matter however you took the hog, they always brought you little limes on the side or
Really?
lemons, and you'd squirt it over the meat. So this bad boy is going to get squirted all over that short rib and the meat, because you know too often, I've been saying this for years. Too often people forget about balance. People are always like, you know. It's a common mistake people make. They sit down, they get a food in front of me, and then they're immediately on the salt.
Right.
We've already got the salt on there. But we're not the kind of pretentious place where we don't have salt and paper shakers.
Right.
Not on the table. We have them in the cupboard.
Oh, where's the cupboard?
She's over there.
Oh, okay.
So this is pretty much it, and then just a little bit of rosemary down on top.
To bring it back to the old garnishes.
You take the weapon.
I'm not allowed
Come
to use
on.
open flame. What
And
am
you're
I
just
doing?
going to torch that rosemary. Burn it. No, more. Get it right on. Don't wiggle it around. Keep it still. Keep it
it?
still. Go hard.
Hard?
Hard.
Say when.
Hard. You get it off. No, you messed that up.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm not a chef. Wow. So.
You know, doesn't that smell great? And then you get that burnt stuff in your mouth, and then when you're leaving at the end of the night, you're like, Chef, I had a great
Yeah.
night, by the way.
Can I borrow the?
Yes.
All right.
It's like a power tool.
So, yeah, it is. This is a really bad idea. All right. So there you go. Balance, fire, and the Blackie and the Rodeo Kings here at Next.
Woo!
Yeah.
See you next time.
Thanks, guys.
I don't know if we'll be allowed back. So that was a show. Ottawa Eats, and of course Chef Blackie and his Rodeo Kings, which are in the background right now. Say something. Say.
I'm
No, that's okay. All right.
I'm a gluten intolerant.
Oh, they've okay. So 3 beautiful dishes. If people want to book, talk to you about life in general, where are they going?
They're going to nextfood.ca,
Yeah.
free reservation system online, secure. Alternatively, call us here. Call my cell phone if you want. Everything's available. Menus are online. Groups of 20 or more. We've got other rooms in here. This is an 11,000 square foot facility. Like, during Christmas time, we're doing about 350 covers. We all look forward to January. Because, you know, when Christmas comes, it just rock and rolls, right?
Right.
And yeah, Fridays and Saturday nights, make reservations. We're closed Mondays. School night. It's Ottawa. That's what we do, right? Cheers.
Oh, you know what? You're the only person I know that can make reservations sound rock and roll, but you sure did right there. That was amazing.
It was ginger ale, right?